Hello and welcome to Rage Report. So, first off, I'm going to tell you that I'm trying a new format, which we'll get into right away. Here we go. So, the first story isn't really a story, it's an article from the Canary about borrowing. So, we've heard it all before that Labour can't save the economy because they're the ones who borrowed so much in the first place. And look at the mess we're in now. Well, according to Richard Murphy at Tax Research UK, it's the Tories who've been the biggest borrowers over the last 70 years. Not only this, but the Tories have failed at their repayment plans as well. Mr Murphy, speaking to the Canary, claims that Labour not only repaid more often, it also repaid much more in total and on average. I'll throw up Mr Murphy's results now so you can see for yourself. So the first graph here, this one represents the average borrowing each year, and the other one, this one represents repayments. That was that. I just wanted to throw it up there with all the talk regarding Osborne's budget this week. I thought it would be a little bit of food for thought. So moving on to the first story. This week, where we see that Nicky Morgan has been claiming that the government isn't planning on balancing the books on the back of the most vulnerable, which is funny seeing as that's exactly what they're doing. She claims that we need to continue with the Conservatives. We need to continue with the conversations we're having with MPs and disability groups before passing any legislation. Watch the video down below, it's only a minute and a half long, but seriously, Nikki, are you actually this dumb? This may be hard for you, but try reading the news and you'll see that none of this is happening. You're outright lying, or you're just this fucking retarded. She then babbles on for the last part of the video, claiming that cuts are suggestions, a word I'm sure she doesn't even understand. The next story, we see that Ian Duncan Smith has resigned. Thank fucking Christ he did that. I was out drinking when I got the news, and oh, did I fucking cheer. His letter can be found by following the third link below, and I do recommend you give it a read, as it shows just how detached and selfish this wanker really is. Pardon me. In his resignation letter, he can't even admit to the crimes he's committed during his run. It's all bullshit, seriously. He lies about record rates of employment. That's due to 0-hour contracts, which technically, in my eyes, isn't even employment. It's just a statistic that can throw up to say more people are employed, even though many of these people on 0-hour contracts aren't actually getting any income. He talks about his drive for social justice, and he must have a different definition of social justice, because I found this to be the view that everyone deserves equal economic, political and social rights and opportunities, yet he's tirelessly imposed legislation which has resulted in increases in poverty and death. And he also talks about how his changes will greatly improve the life chances of the most disadvantaged. This is the worst one, because just look at everything he's imposed. These cuts have been linked to many deaths. It's ridiculous. There's a typical jab in at Labour there regarding how they had to make cuts because of the situation Labour left them in. Bullshit. The letter is a load of bollocks. The last thing I want to mention, though, is the part where he says he was unable to watch passively, and to that I say fuck off. You've been murdering people for 6 years, but all of a sudden you've got a soul. I don't believe it, not for a second. In my opinion, the letter has one purpose, which is has two purposes in fact: to be a cowardly retreat, and to also be a stab in the back of his own party. Now he can piss off back to his father-in-law's mansion to scrounge off his wife. Thanks for fucking off. Please never come back, you arsehole. The last story is about the new head of the DWP Snake, Mr. Stephen Crabb, who, as it turns out, believes you can pray the gay away. Yeah, this man believes that through Christianity people can pray their sexual preferences away. When I was trying to write something down for this, I was just stunned here. I honestly thought people like this didn't exist in the UK anymore. America and the Middle East, sure. We've all seen the articles. It's not good, but they still exist over there. But what a tit! The Independent claims Mr. Crabb took part in a scheme in the 1990s. He also employs interns from the scheme, organised and funded by Christian Action Research and Education, or CARE for short. Although I personally think a better name would be Christian Unit of New Think, or CUNT for short. I'm a bit too happy about that. The organisation believes gay or bisexual people are sexually broken and claims they can become ex-gay. And I don't know what to say to this level of stupidity. I thought it had honestly died in the UK anyway, but pray the gay away. What a bunch of fuckwits. I don't know. I'd now like to know why David Cameron gave Mr. Crabb such an important position when the man's clearly a fucking idiot with ties to a backwards thinking organisation. Ties that have been questioned in 2012 and came out again in 2013 when Mr. Crabb voted against same-sex marriage. The way I see it, the Prime Minister either didn't know about Crabb's ties, and that would mean his vetting process is unbelievably pathetic, or that he did know and just doesn't care. Anyways, these were just some of my thoughts from last week. Articles can be found in the description below, and thanks for watching.